Midnight Siren, and this is my first attempt at a new series of game theories, trying to get my channel recognized and trying to do something fun and new. And if you found this video, you probably either saw it as a suggestion or you had to search through millions of the game theorist videos, and if you did that, then you are a trooper. But today I am talking about one of my favorite games, which is Soulcalibur, and I'm talking about one of my favorite theories. Now, this really isn't necessarily a theory, as it more is like a well-known fact. It's just never been completely stated in the game. And this is the theory that Raphael had become a vampire between Soulcalibur 2 and Soulcalibur 3. Even though the word vampire had never been directly used as a term to describe him during the game, he clearly has vampire-ish characteristics, and I'm just going to give you proof of everything that makes him a vampire. This is the first part of two parts of a Soulcalibur theory thing I'm going to do, and I believe this one's more fact than theory, but my next one that I'm going to do later is my favorite theory of the franchise and almost my favorite theory of any game ever, because it is so factual and it just keeps you, guessing and looking for these things. But this one I feel I have to do before I do my favorite one because the two kind of go together. So let me just start with the first set of proof. The first inclination to his change is his critical finish and one of his grapple moves in Soulcalibur 4 and Soulcalibur 5. He will bite the neck of his opponent. After the critical finish animation, he directly states that he will, quote, make you one of his minions. See for yourself, I have provided a link in the description. When using his grapple, he will state things like tasty or strange. Now it is so clear that he's biting their neck. I mean, it's just, there's no way that he's not. And if he's not a vampire, then why would he be biting someone's neck? Well, I guess there are reasons why he would, but I don't really feel like they fit. Anyway, another huge bit of proof is quotes from other characters in the game. In Yoshimitsu's story mode, in Soulcalibur 4, he meets up with Raphael and his minions in the second stage. His opening dialogue to Raphael states, "What art thou? A spectre." During Siegfried's destined battle with Raphael in Soulcalibur 3, he will state, "You are no longer human, are you?" Killick will question the same thing when met during Raphael's story mode in Soulcalibur 4. In Soulcalibur 5, Raphael returns as a playable character, but he has not appeared to age at all, despite the fact that 17 years have passed between 4 and 5. Also, he was confirmed to have died during the events of Soulcalibur 4. The fact that he is eternally young and, while not dead, reinforces the nature of his being, as it falls in tune with the legends of vampirism that one has to die to become a full vampire. Raphael's appearance is another factor to consider while trying to prove his vampiric state. He and Amy, his foster daughter, are the only two characters in the series to have had eye color changes during the events of the installments. In Soulcalibur 2, he had blue eyes. Keep in mind that this is pre-vampire because the theories didn't start till 3. However, in 3, when the rumor started, he was shown with amber eyes. Raphael's minions also have amber eyes, suggesting that they are in a lower state of vampirism. In Soulcalibur 4, Raphael had red eyes, which are also the returning color of eyes that he has in 5. This suggests that he has become a full vampire, and this is also when, the biting starts. Amy, the closest associated character to Raphael, has green eyes in Soulcalibur 3, but in 4 turn red with Raphael's. This goes with the lower state of vampirism. It's suggested that she is only under the influence of the taint of the vampirism in 3 before fully becoming a vampire in 4. Raphael's aren't the only vampire-esque thing about him. His skin is uncommonly pale and his lips seem colorless. In addition to his physical appearance, Raphael's clothing choices are also very hinty when it comes to his vampiric state. In fact, his clothes straight out reference other vampires. Now, I completely just quoted my source because I never played this game, though I do know of it, and I understand as to why they can get this, but it is said that his one-player costume in Soulcalibur 4 and Soulcalibur Broken Destiny looks similar to Alucard's from Castlevania. In Soulcalibur 5, he adopts a wide-brimmed hat, which could reference D, who many associate with Alucard. Both D and Alucard are Dampiers and the children of Dracula with very similar origins. In addition to these references, his clothes are undeniably decorated with other vampire stereotypes. He has high collars, long jagged capes, and his clothes are completely adorned with bat decorations almost all the time. This is another thing I had to completely quote because I really didn't understand it, but maybe someone else will. As of Soulcalibur 4, Raphael has two moves which should catch the eye of any vampire fan. The first, Vorkalok Envelopment, is no doubt a play off the Slavic vampire known as Vokodloks, whose spirit is tainted and corrupts the body. Afterwards, the vampire will seek young girls out until he finds his perfect mate. The second, Strigoli Envelopment, is no doubt named after the Romanian vampire. In addition, he has a flurry of other dark and vampire-related move titles. The description of Raphael's stage in Soulcalibur 3 mentions Vlad the Impaler, whose Romanian surname is Dracula. Vlad the Impaler is often believed to be the inspiration behind the legend of Dracula and the overall creation of the vampire myth. Raphael is clearly left-handed. He holds his sword in his left hand and he fights with his left hand. In the time period of which the Soulcalibur series takes place, left-handed swordsmen were considered abominations. If he was an abomination, perhaps it makes sense that he is a vampire. Finally, Raphael is referred to by several other names in several of the games. In Soulcalibur 3, he is called Dark Lord. In Soulcalibur 4, his name is Lord of the Night, but is referred to by others as Creature of the Night. Creature of the Night is something a vampire is directly called. If those aren't saying, hey, I'm a vampire, I don't know what is. And also I'd like to include this other little small theory that it doesn't really go with it, but it's also about Raphael. And that is, in Soulcalibur 5, some people speculate that Raphael is Graf Dumas, Nightmare. Certain helmets that you place on Nightmare removes the face mask and reveals portions of the face that is clearly Raphael's face model. Now, I didn't believe this until I actually was playing with Nightmare's costume in the game, and it is absolutely clear that the lower jaw and mouth are Raphael's. The lips are colorless and the skin is pale, and it just looks exactly right. Raphael and Nightmare are listed to be the same height and share the same voice actors. Fans speculate that Raphael's body is Nightmare's new host, adding to the fact that there is a reason behind the bat patterns on Nightmare's armor. However, Raphael, along with most of the cast, is not appearing in Soulcalibur 5 story mode. I don't really want to believe this theory because I like Raphael so much. He's my favorite character in the game. And I just want him to be himself, not Nightmare, but I see how probable it is. I think maybe they just got lazy and just recycled Raphael's, model just so they didn't have to create a new one, because you really, as long as you don't play with the costume, you aren't going to see Nightmare's insideness anyway. But I don't know for sure. I'm sure we'll just have to wait till the next Soulcalibur to find out which one of these theories are true and what's really going on. Though I'm not sure if this vampire myth will be confirmed in 6. I'm sure it'll be added to at least. But thank you for listening to my theory about whether Raphael in Soulcalibur is a vampire or not. I believe he is. I mean, there's undisputable proof about it. So please watch my next video coming out soon that will also be about Soulcalibur and will kind of go along with this theory, even though it's a little bit more entertaining in a way and a little less proven But thank you for watching and have a great day.